Just went to the doctor to talk about my head, about the way I'm feeling, that I wish that I was dead. My life is getting heavy and it's taking such a toll, so I stopped to get a coffee that's darker than my soul. I head up to his office to talk about my day. We talk about my daddy and the things that I would say, and then he pulls out his notepad. My spine gets little chills and he writes me a prescription for little happy pills. I'm on the Lexapro, and I might just take a trip down to Mexico. Even though I'm broke as shit, I'm on the patio, and I'm buying things online to save video, just to feel like I'm alive on the Lexapro. And I might just take a trip down to Mexico. Even though I'm broke as shit, I'm on the patio, and I'm buying things online to save video, just to feel like I'm alive. From the first moment that I'm waking up till I go to bed, I'm just sad as fuck. I got 12 pairs of blue grippy socks, drinking Dr. Pepper and it's on the rocks. And my friends tell me that I'm unwell, and by friends I mean I'm by myself. It's just me and my inner thoughts, and I promise you that they're no help. They think I should go outside to take a stupid health walk, but I'm fed up with the world. I'd rather eat my Kellogg's, but then my stupid phone beeps. My doctor's trying to text me, hey, here's a quick reminder to re-up on your...
This song makes my damn life. Like, this is probably... I don't care about these streams, 'cause I'm not really doing this to play games. It's not part of a series, so I don't particularly care if anybody can hear me. If it gets muted after, it's fine. I'll probably even delete... I might even delete it off Twitch right after. So, yeah, ultimately, we're turning up the mic, so we don't need to hear the music super loud. I don't want to be overshadowed by the music, so... Playing some vibes and getting our stuff. Yeah, we're doing our thing. Cover the cost of maintenance. What maintenance? So, yeah, right now so when we do reposts, we have to pop open our ad system, and then we can open all the different tabs, and like I said, there's a lot of them, and right now we are currently working off of both Facebook and Kijiji, eBay Lite, as it were. We're gonna be moving these ads up to I'm gonna put some time putting them up into what is that called, eBay, making sure that everything like matches up. Now, I don't do my computer sales via eBay. I will probably set up a system to do that through our website when it's done. But in the meantime, we're just getting it going. Trying to keep productive and make sure that we're all ready and set for the end of the month, which obviously is cutting it close, but at the same time, that's just how things are. Money's been tight. Losing my job when I lost it, because I've lost my day job, made it so it was very difficult to figure out what to do next. So, I don't know. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. This is Videndra from President's Choice Financial Master.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Am I speaking with Mr. Jordan, C1?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. And just to inform you, this call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance purposes.
turning up my mic volume all the way. I don't know why I turned it down. Anyways, yeah, that was pseudo legitimate. I don't like phone calls, honestly speaking. There's like companies also that I refuse to do an arrangement with at all. And so like I'm waiting for those ones to phone me. Because it's like, no, we're not doing that. You're on drugs. If you're not on drugs, do you want to be? Have some good ones. 80 milligrams, 60 milligrams. It's over 60 milligrams. Anyways, yeah, so we're doing some reposts here. So what I do is, at least now what I did before was I worked on a service desk where I was part of a team where we fielded tech support requests. And for the various companies, my former employer had a, giving up on your credit score? Fuck you, Barwell. Anyways, like, what a triggering fucking message. This is corporate. This is corporate bullshit, and I fucking can't stand it. Get a message from Barwell, which I really just used once to check one score on the other end of things, because there's two different credit systems that I have to check my score on. And these fucking morons titled their thing, "Are you giving up on your credit score?" No, dipshit, I'm unemployed. There's a difference. There's a profound difference. I'm unemployed. I am working on getting my shit together, as it were. We're not there yet. Settle down. Fuck. Pterodactyl noises. Yeah, I'm gonna resort my ads a little bit too, because one of the cool things about Kijiji is that if you set up your ads in such a fashion that, like, as you like click submit, so it puts the ad through, it'll set them up in such a way that they'll go in order of how you post them. And so what I want to do is I want them to show up in a certain way. So when I go to repost, I want all my games first, because I am selling games. I want consoles for gaming next. And then I want tablets, small desktops, all-in-ones, customs, and then a miscellaneous item or two here. Like I'm selling a Chewy. No, it's a decent hair crimper. It's just something I've had in my possession. I don't even know where the hell it came from. And then a pair of shoes that I never wore. I picked them up just so I could work in a kitchen, and then I decided at the same time when I was getting those shoes, I also decided to work to return to the IT industry at that point, and I actually did get back in, and I never actually wore them. I never went to work in a kitchen, so I have like a pair of non-slip kitchen shoes that I've had for 5 years, but I've never worn them. Which is good. I mean, I think that's good. If you never wore them, it means you can still sell them back as new. So I'm giving somebody who hopefully is having a rough go of it a discount on usually quite expensive shoes. You really get what you pay for when it comes to those type of shoes. Now, the most efficient way, especially if you're not willing to pay for the ad system, is you get all your tabs lined up, delete the ad, and then click post another ad immediately. Type in your title. Now I have code names for each console in short form. So like Sega Game Gear, Sony PS Vita, or just PS Vita like PSV, SGG, stuff like that. And then the status of it. So if it's just a cartridge, cart only. Go next. See if the algorithm picks up on the proper location, like where this ad needs to go. And of course, it usually, about 60% of the time, it gets it right. Most of the time, it gets it wrong. Especially when you're trying to deal with something a little more obscure like Sega. Should probably have my chat open so I can actually talk to you guys, because I'm dumb. It's good to be with you guys. Yes, it is good. Okay, so then we give it a condition. I am trying to really only dive in the conditions of good or fair. I don't sell things in bad condition unless they're like marked. So like I've got a PS4 first gen shell. I want to put a new motherboard and disk drive in. The disk drive that I have is currently probably fine, but the problem with PlayStation 4s and like 3s and 4s is the disk drive is married to the board, so you can't change just the drive. And this was a really fucking annoying thing to keep people from being able to fix their own stuff, and that always annoyed me. So like things like the Steam Deck really make me happy because they actively encourage the people to repair their own stuff. It's like, we don't want to deal with your shit, so can you please just fix it yourself? We also have like a maelstrom of controllers to test. We found, we did a box sort of all of our wires and stuff, and we had like, and just in my personal collection, by the way, I had like 5 different classic Xbox controllers, not including my Crystal one, which is with my actual Crystal Xbox. We had 2 of the Crystal Greens, which are from the, I think it's the 1-year anniversary release of it. I see some people have joined in. Feel free to say hi. No pressure. It's a low pressure environment. Low pressure environment. Just chat, chill, do what you want. Be invisible. That's fine too. We love our lurkers. Just gonna actually open up YouTube itself because I never fix my tags. I know that I didn't fix my tags on YouTube, so they look fucking dumb. That is the worst fucking image of me you guys could put as the thumbnail for this, and I really hate you for doing it that way. You fuck! Ah! We listened to a lot of sad music. The first song in our list today was Saddy Daddy-O from Artemis Wolves. Which, by the way, go check him out. That music is not only a mood, but a total vibe. It's a beautiful song. We're not gaming right now. It's more just entertainment and hanging out. We're not going to put this in playlist. All the fun stuff that make a chat stream. So hanging out, chat, life stuff, rants, and rambling. Those are my tags. Because I don't normally do a chat stream. And like, yeah, I'm some big dude chilling on Twitch, and I know that there's gonna be some fuck shit that needs to make a comment about that. Just get it out of your system and then go away. Nobody cares. Me, least of all, because I mean, like, seriously, all the jokes I hear about weight and stuff like that. I'm bigger, but I'm like actually really active, considering I have the most stamina in my entire house. Like, I'm the one staying up till 4 in the morning packing and like moving stuff around and whatnot. Filling up vehicle tires with air and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm a very Donkey Color. Okay, whatever. I'm selling Donkey Kong Country for Game Boy Colors. That's GBC. CID. Sorry, it's not complete in box. Oh god, I don't want to inspect the elements. Okay. It's card. We're gonna actually sort our inventory today. We have an inventory sheet, and we have some things that are live like they're supposed to be, and some things that aren't. Yeah, what we were saying about controllers is we actually have like a multitude of like various controller types. So like we had like a GameCube controller, 3 Xbox controllers that are untested, 2 N64 controllers with bad joysticks. It's not the chat stream. So Twitch is wrong. Twitch is currently set wrong, so I might have to go fix that. I'm actually gonna go fix that right now. That's bugging me. Edit stream info, because you can't get anything right. Well, it's called the chat stream, but it's not. We'll do business and house hunting. How's that sound? 543,000 people are viewing this because they want to talk to the hot ladies. They want hot dickings. That's an old YouTube joke. Nobody will get that. It's okay. Okay. Got a picture system set up. I have to actually back all this stuff up onto a small drive so that I can take it with us when we move. I have a NAS drive for our home network setup, but I gotta pull down the more complicated side of the network while we get ready to move because I need my equipment ready to go. You know, and it's funny because this is actually where I am in life right now. I am on my own. Not to discredit the people that I live with or anything, like, my fiance or anything like that. But, like, right now, as far as careers go, I am, like, basically on my own. And it's really annoying. I actually really hate it. Because, like, I pushed so much of my, the last place I worked. Is probably the best example of this. I put so much of myself into that job. I became the job as much as I could be, and that was never appreciated, by the way. That was never something that they liked. They never wanted to see me helping after hours as a good thing. They always just saw it as, oh, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's like, I'm fucking aware I don't have to do that. I'm trying to help, dumbass. Persona 4. Dancing all night, because I would never sell Golden if I actually owned it. And that's not to say I don't own it, I just don't have it on PSP Vita. I actually have, like, a good chunk of the Persona games. I have, like, 3, 4, and 5 across PS2 and 4. I actually am happy with Persona being a more traditional RPG. I absolutely adore that. And the first one is on PlayStation Classic that comes with the console. So I'm actually kind of, like, excited to spend some time delving into a bunch of that stuff. Right now I work, primarily I have IT clients. Like, I do IT work. But I'm trying to get gaming clients. Trying to. So, we're trying to help out streamers because we actually are quite, I wouldn't say, like, we're the best streamer out there or anything like that. Like, we do our best. We definitely do our best. But what I am doing is I want to provide a startup service for new streamers. So, like, they're investing in their hardware. We can do everything from the start to the finish. We can build your computer. We can get you monitor arms. We can build you a tri-monitor or a curved setup or whatever the hell it is you want. We can do that, and usually for a fraction of the cost, right? So, fucking Discord, he is not messaging me. What do you want from me? Also, like, I'm noticing that we don't get a lot of push on our Discord, so we're gonna make sure that the link's in there so you guys can come chat and hang out. You don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee Discord's deal? Discord has a notification, but it won't fucking tell me what it is. Clear it! Oh! Is that it? No, that's not it. I'm gonna fucking knock my fucking coffee over because there's goddamn bugs. It's a fucking fruit fly. When you have, what's it called? I guess I'm just gonna have to ignore it because it's driving me crazy. I don't know what it wants from me. It's very demanding. It's a very demanding program. But we're gonna put the Discord. We'll put the Discord chat, stream chat. Come join. Have fun. Fun. Not actually. Halo. I love Halo. I can't. Ikiri-kun? Am I saying that right? Ikiri-kun? I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm screwing it up, I apologize. Sorry, I was messing with Discord and not actually paying attention to my actual stream chat where people actually message me. Anyways. Get in the fucking... Anyways. How's it going? I'm not gonna do that thing. I don't even know that. Actually, and honestly speaking, I don't know that song and I'd probably sing it terribly. I don't even think I'm doing well right now. In high school, they did this thing where it's kind of embarrassing, but it's not embarrassing. We had a media tech program, so it's basically where you could make a movie they would teach you how to make, like, the whole process of making a movie. So, like, cinematography, editing, videography, like, all of it. You got to do everything. So I was excited because I actually landed a part in that, playing as Peter in Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, it's funny because I only got to do like half the role because the reason I even got it in the first place is the other guy was late all the time. I'm gonna jump up Persona 4's condition rating to used but like new because it is a cartridge. It is new. Anyways. Yeah, so to kind of catch you up if you weren't here when we told everybody what we were doing, we're hanging out, but also a little bit of sing-along, I guess. Terribly, but sing-along. We're reposting ads for our new rising retro game business. Just getting started, but I'm doing my first round of ads for Kijiji right now. Then I'm going to be moving into transferring those up to eBay, and then I had to find a better management system because right now I have to do this manually. Yeah, and I'm not going to do that with Facebook because reposting Facebook ads is a fucking nightmare. They never actually... You go to delete one and it'll just pop right back up like you never deleted it. It's like, oh good, this one's good, I can repost it. Surprise, motherfucker, I'm not gone. I have no confidence, so that's probably why I sound the way I sound. Like, I'm so quiet. I'm also trying not to, like, blow anyone's eardrums out. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. I'll type. It's okay. It's okay. We can type. We can type. I'm trying not to be rude. If I'm being rude, I apologize. I like this one. I'm gonna do this one. It might be terrible, but I'm gonna do this one. I love her music. Now it's more rap than singing, but... Don't leave me lonely, just fucking hold me until I don't feel a goddamn thing. Don't control me, don't be angry that I'm not who you want me to be. Hey, love you would be there, but you're there when you wanna be. I didn't really need much except your love and your company. Couldn't handle when I fell apart. Now you got me shaking, it's taking its toll on me. Now my heart is breaking, I'm fading into nothingness. This illness is a part of me. Insomniatic psychopath is not what I signed up to be. Need you in this fully, or just give me my privacy. My post-traumatic stress is fucking with my anxiety. Don't leave me lonely, just fucking hold me until I don't feel a goddamn thing. Don't control me, don't be angry that I'm not who you want me to be. I need you to hear me now. I'm stuck inside this hell. I need you to help me out. I can't do this by myself. Leave me lonely, just fucking hold me until I don't feel a goddamn thing. Don't control me, don't be angry that I'm not who you want me to be. That was my terrible rendition of that, so suffer. Thank you for the follow. Thank you.
I can't hide
Myself.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Yeah, I know this life can really break you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man, it goes unspoken that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional love for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man, we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave.
There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll find the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and a father's actions play a role, and we end up like him. So they can't let us see him hurt, cause of our body, what we do, and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, they go back to war with their mental health. They grab the bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell. Don't fall back and realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's a circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when you start crying. Move to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. That's a beautiful song. Heck yeah, I can. This is where we are right now. I'll give you the live stream, so if you want to pop on over there, you can do a subscribe while you're there. And that's also got our energy. It has, I'll type. That's weird. It told me that didn't go through, but it did. It said that it didn't transmit those messages to either chat channel, but it did. Okay. John Madden. Bob Dole. John Madden Football. 93 for the Super Nintendo. We are selling a complete inbox copy for $40 plus shipping, because that shit ain't cheap. It's not a PC game, Kijiji. Get your shit together. It's older generation. Don't lie to me. I don't know this song as well as I knew that one. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself so I can finish posting this game about football. Sorry. The coffee Then I've had a coffee frap as well. And this coffee. And the waifu drink, Dubby. I haven't had a Dubby yet, but it's next. I also had a full throttle before I went to bed and only slept for about 2 hours, so I have no idea how I'm still awake. My life is an absolute disaster. Dummy release steel tumblers! They should give me one for free, because I like their drink and I'm promoting them. So yeah, we are starting. See, it's saying that that one went through. It said the last one didn't go through, but it did go through. So it's fucking with me. YouTube's like, we're gonna get this shitty little small streamer. We're gonna kick his ass. Oh, I've fucked this one up. I listen to music from pretty much every genre, so this is like part of the songs that my mom loved. We have a video on our channel called How Do I Say Goodbye, and it's actually because my mom passed away back in April, and we've been, on top of all the stuff we're dealing with right now, I've been processing that grief. This was kind of like the song of kind of telling us dudes that, hey, by the way, you need to be more than these masculine ass hobbies and stuff that you project, because there's more to relationships than just you look good or you have a nice car or anything like that. If that is all your relationship is, then you don't have a good relationship. You have a fake ship. That's, I guess, a situationship, as they fucking call it. The shines machine, you let me take off my shoes before you let me in. I can't believe you kiss your cup tonight. I know that it's right. You must be joking, right? What is our to-do list today, anyways? Let's see what we have to do today. I have PS4 controllers to repair. I'm gonna repair my Spider-Man PS4 controller. I'm gonna repair these two that I have with me. One of them is gonna be harvested 4 parts for the PS4, and then between the 3 controllers, I hope to come out with 2 that actually work. impress me much.
Okay, so what do you think, you're Elvis or something? Whatever. That don't impress me.
Children behave. That's what we say when we're together. But what we're doing, now I'm running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hands. Try to get away into the night. And you look around to me and you don't go to the ground and you say, I think we're alone now. I went to go type complete inbox and typed I just botched it. I typed Bic. D is for Liz Dexia. It is really, the song is great because it like captures just like the mischief of being a teenager. See if I can set my birds off. Just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. But then we're trying to me and we tumble through the fire and say, I think we're alone now. You don't need to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. Selling a copy of Aliens Infestation by Sega for the Nintendo DS for only $110. That's $20 off. Now, that's Canadian, mind you, so our money's worth significantly less to somebody from the States, for example, but we're also selling a very rare copy of Biker Mice from Mars. I may be using this as a bargaining chip with my supplier because I want to lock them in as my permanent and only supplier. They buy storage lockers and they don't do anything with gaming tech. They usually do it for their own collections and they'll get big ticket items to resell, not so much the little guys like me. And you know, it's funny because Biker Mice from Mars for the Nintendo DS was not a big release. It was actually kind of, it received very mixed reviews. It did not get the best reviews. Ah, this is Dean Lewis. On my phone, mother saying, darling, please come home. This is my favorite. I love this guy. This song I heard about 4 days after my mom passed away. Much to say, but there's so little time. So why don't I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes to see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? Goddamn fruit fight! my side. Again, of what life without you's like. Darling, into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure he's alright. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face well over mine. Selling a copy of Croc for PS1 Greatest Hits Edition for $30. No way you could ever let me down. Gonna steal some time to start again. Will always be my closest friend. And some days we're gonna make it out. Just hold the light. Just hold the light high, high. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I'm looking mine. So how do I say goodbye? How do I say goodbye? I'm excited. One of the next things we're doing today is testing some Sega Genesis that we have in stock. We bought a jackass third-party controller that I don't really like, but I'm totally okay with selling to somebody else. But we have all the wires, the fixins, and a copy of Batman and Robin's Animated Adventure, or The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Sega Genesis. It's damaged label, but you know what? I hear it's a big ticket even with a damaged label. It still comes to about $50 for just the game. So I'm hoping to get a couple Sega bundles together. Let one console pay for the next until we're making the money. I'm not as blue as I sound. I'm actually quite blue. I'm actually relatively depressed. Depresso, espresso. There's no espresso in this coffee. Fuck. I am honestly surprised I'm as fucking hyper as I am. I'm probably gonna crash hard, which means I should probably make some dubby to kind of counteract that. When you have ADHD and you take your meds, it's actually kind of interesting because you have the fucking infinite internal monologue, and then you suddenly, when they kick in, it stops. Suddenly, it just stops happening. It's no longer a fucking thing. No idea what he's trying to say there. And also in stock is our starter Nintendo NES bundle. We have I'm actually I've got this two of them in stock. Now, I mean, full disclosure, two of them, they both have aftermarket power adapters and aftermarket controllers because, let's face it, the controllers aren't as easy to come by as we would like. I'm just sharing my random ass music with you guys, by the way. So yeah, we're doing a Nintendo Entertainment System starter bundle. Comes with one controller, a copy of Super Mario Bros., the first one, and one controller, Super Mario, the deck, which all are tested 100% before they go out. We do not If it is not listed as refurbished, we did not refurbish it. I want to be clear on that. But we support our product 100% right after. So, you have a problem with anything you pick up from SV Retrotech, definitely let us know. We don't want that out there. We don't want that image out there. We want to make sure we're helping people. No DK bullies. The song is like really weird, but I really like it. But yeah, we're selling 2 NES starter bundles with the same package. The controllers are cool because they actually, even though they are aftermarket, they come with a longer than normal cable. So I think that's actually pretty sick. It's like a 3.5 meter cable instead of the standard. I don't remember. I think they were only like a meter long. Let's face it, people used to sit closer. Okay, no, we're not doing that right now. I'm working. I'm not doing that right now. Okay, bye. No! What was I posting? Nintendo. Anyways, I keep starting the tangent, the sales pitch, as it were. Now, I was also going to kind of do a thing. Okay, so here's this Nintendo bundle. looking good. We're gonna post that. That's 120 bucks. If you want it shipped, you gotta pay for that, but we will ship. And it is we look about 30 bucks typically for shipping. It really depends where you are. Oh, I also found that I have an affinity for songs that are dirty. Like, so Mox does this one. Beat on this is just fucking sick. This is Mox's SCP Containment Breach. Or sorry, I think it's just called Containment. What is this called? Containment Breach. So you can hear like sound effects from the game, and I always love when they do stuff like that. These are instructions for a very specific action that the lady is like, I don't care what anybody says, that's totally what they're fucking saying. Just fucking catchy as hell. Next up is a Apple Green limited edition Nintendo DS Lite from the Personal Trainer cooking game by Ubisoft. I never really saw too many of these, which stands to their rareness. Like, if you can find one complete in box, they'll go for like 700 bucks. But it is a really, really pretty and vibrant color for that console. I mean, that one had a lot of good consoles too, because they had the Pearl and Diamond version, they had the Legend of Zelda versions, and there was, I think, there was 2 different ones from what I remember, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're selling this Apple Green limited edition Nintendo DS Lite bundle for $220, and you actually get 3 games with it, and it's not a general electronics, so I need to fix the category. This is that 60% thing I was talking about when it comes to Kijiji and the ability to properly gauge where something belongs. Nintendo DS has a category at least, so that's fine. But yeah, it's this nifty green color, and we're including Mario Kart DS, Legend of Zelda, and what was it? Phantom Hourglass, and it's a Game Boy game. We like to throw a little bit of everything in there, just so you know you can use your system right out of the get-go. But you can play what's it called? You could play Thunderbirds. It's a Game Boy Advance game. So it also like kind of gives you this way of like checking every feature if you really want to when you get it. But we check all of that before we go. So Okay, so yeah, this bundle is $220, and you get everything. It's even got an armor on it, so it's a clear skin armor, so that you can like, it looks great, and it's just like, yeah, it's such a vibrant apple green, like it's so nice. I would have kept it, but I like my cobalt blue. Like it's a blue and black one that I have, and that's the one I like. I am not going to any other stores today, if that's what you're implying. I will probably go get cat litter, because that's about it. So we're selling a Xbox 360 Halo Edition, and I was actually only like a few days ago, year old, when I found out that all Collector's Edition Xboxes make different sounds. I mean, I can't speak for the Gears of War Red one, but I know that for the second gen Xboxes, they've been able to put in a different soundboard, or like load a different sound onto the startup beeps. So for the Modern Warfare 3 one, it's the night vision goggles starting up for the computer sounds. And so like the Halo one has this like burning or like a big door opening sound for when it fires up. We don't need to play that. I don't mind this song, but the words are relatively dirty. I'm gonna put it on shuffle so you guys can hear some of my weirder shit. This is the first Meg Myers song I heard. By the way, her music helped me through a really tough time in my life. Again, another time of loss. Now we're going to sell this guy for $140. Now the reason for that is there is a very, very tiny defect in the system. It has a tiny crack up near where you would pull the hard drive out. It's underneath. It's like on the clear plastic, so unfortunately you can't really replace it unless you bought a whole other Xbox to de-sheath it. Maybe you could find one that doesn't work if you're lucky. But I wasn't going to go that far. I'm honestly okay with. I'm just going to let this one go for a couple bucks less. We're going to throw in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance / Forza 2 bundle from like when the 360 first dropped. But it is an awesome game combo, and you will be at that for hours. It's a really good way to get started back into the 360 era, which I consider one of the greatest eras for Xbox. That was their best system. It comes with a really cool kind of D-pad controller where the controller actually, the D-pad turns, so if you're playing fighting games, it works a little bit better when you switch the D-pad mode. Takes away those corners. Yeah, okay, I said it. I said the fucking thing. God damn it. Okay, next up, and now we're moving into the more computery stuff. So, that's where my main background is I'm actually an IT person by trade. So yeah, we're moving into the tablets and the computers of things, and this is where my main background is. So I'm selling this interesting tablet that I picked up. It was just to experiment with it, but it's essentially a Chewy H110 Pro High 10. So it's High 10 Pro tablet. It has the ability to switch between Android and Windows on the fly. This is one of my favorite epic rap battles of history. Yeah, no, it's this tablet that can switch between Windows and Android on the fly, and I think that's super cool. I know there's, like, you could do BlueStacks nowadays, like, it just lets you do, like, it gives you the layer you need to integrate. So that's, like, some smart fucking software right there. Okay, what do we got? So yeah, this tablet, so this is a 64 gig tablet. We threw a 32 gig memory card into the mix just to, we had an extra 32 kicking around, so I'm like, fuck it, we'll use it. Whoever takes this on can have that and have the extra storage, but it's so cool when it's in Windows mode because it's actually ridiculously snappy for like what you pay. So I'm only charging $120 for this, and that's again not including shipping. But it's an awesome little system. It's so cool to be able to switch between those two things on the fly. Half my teachers when I was in high school, whenever I handed in my assignment, do it again, do it again, do it again. 20, oh, 1,200, yes, let's charge 1,200. For, like, you know, back when when the idea first came that you could start working Android inside of Windows, that actually makes sense. Got a complete inbox, Huawei media tab. Now I know Huawei doesn't have the greatest reputation right now. And I can't blame people for avoiding this goddamn thing. I can't get this thing to go, and it's brand new in box. It's got a really pretty aluminum shell. It's only $80, and nobody wants it. But it's a Huawei. I remember when I didn't know how to say that name, by the way, when I first started in IT, one of my first jobs. They used a lot of their, like, LTE hotspots and antenna equipment, and I was like, I don't know how to fucking say that. I also remember being put into the, onto the phones for the first time in an IT job, and I was, like, so nervous, even just talking with the people. So, this tablet is, a little more basic. It's one of their media tabs. So it's called a media tab, and it's a T310. So that's the T3 model 10-inch, 32 gig, and I mean, honestly, they're not as bad as I thought they would be, but updates seem to be few and far between nowadays. But it's capable of LTE, so I mean, not that you'll ever really enjoy the speeds. me in high school, whenever I gave my teacher an assignment. Do it again. Do it again. Because like every time I'd hand it in, I'll have fucking missed something because I was like gung ho and missed the instructions. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm on the wrong number. That's really racist. I'm not gonna do that again. I've seen a lot of like, I don't know, more neurodivergent people like showing up on like my For You page on TikTok, or like not TikTok because I won't deal with TikTok, but with like Reels and stuff. It's actually really cool because this one lady, her name's Evie, and she has Tourette's, and I'm like, I don't think she's intentionally funny, but she's really funny. So you should go check her out. Try and find her on Facebook, but it's like Evie, and she does she shows how her tics work to an extent. One of the most interesting ones is putting 40 people with that disorder in the same room, and then they just feed off of each other. They learn tics from each other. So somebody will say something, and then you'll hear somebody in the distance a little quieter say the same damn thing. This is a desktop. You know, I should upgrade this desktop's video. Because, I mean, I could probably drop a 1630 OC into it, and it'd probably rock. This is an Acer desktop. We will ship our small form factor computers, but the shipping is like, it's a little more expensive because it's a computer. It's used good. 1 terabyte hard drive, 12 gigs of RAM, and it's got an Air 7 200 graphics card. I can put a Fire Pro in it. That's what it is. We also do custom gaming builds. So people should I really hope, like, if I do these YouTube ones where I'm just hanging out while I do my work, I mean, I think I would love if you guys could do some computer orders, especially if you're already planning a computer build. We'd love to give you a deal, make a deal, give you a discount, whatever that may be. I think it would be exciting to move into the more international scope of things. In the near future, it would be nice to also, after this move, I'm going to start ramping up trying to obtain like new business in terms of I want to start hunting what's it called, these places, so like small businesses that need IT support but they don't need expensive IT support. I also recently learned about R4 cards and like what they actually do. I didn't know what they did. I just heard about them. But, you know, they're these nifty little, like, SD cards you can load your Nintendo games onto. I got like 4 of them here. I'm going to be probably selling them. Throw in, it's almost like an EverDrive for, like, N64, where you can, like, pretty much throw an SD card in and it loads, like, whatever the hell you want it to. It's got, like, a custom firmware that, you know, your N64, DS, or whatever can read. It's still very new. I'm still very much learning. So, I got a lot of work to do in that area. So, hopefully we can make sure we're able to offer that as, like, a rostered service. We're almost done our repost, guys. We're almost done. Then I'll probably move into a little bit of, just a teeny bit of website development. I can't launch today. But we would like to, but I can't launch today. I've got to do. I need 3 pages minimum done before I can actually put that out there. Next up is an HP Compact Pro 6200 desktop PC. It's modified with a different processor than they normally come with. Normally these would come with like an i-series, and I think I honestly want to try and hunt down one from their generation so I could drop it in, because I think that would be ideal. But right now it's just running, I think it's a Celeron. It's a dual core. It's a newer model Celeron. Oh. I feel bad because the one gentleman messaged me and he asked if I liked games, and I didn't actually answer him, and I feel bad for not answering him. The answer is yes. Normally we do play games. I might even like take a break and play a round of like Vampire Survivor while I wait after the reposts are ready to go. What the fuck am I doing? Oh.
Fulfillment.
Yeah, it's a Celeron G540. 2.5 gigahertz. Like, that's not a bad dual core processor, but its cache is like kind of garbage. So we're just chatting and chilling, and there will be some gameage involved, but we're also going to be like, okay, we have our move coming up here also, and we may not have network after like when we move. So what we'll probably be doing is doing some off camera, not even off camera, but like we'll probably do some recordings to make sure that the content is still being made. So then, you know, when the moment we're back on the internet, or if we can go to somewhere that has internet, we'll do some uploads, and you guys can at least still get some new stuff. Yeah, this Compact Pro. I mean, it's not a bad little computer. I've dropped an SSD in it, and I think it's a great little workhorse if you're just trying to do office stuff or on the browsing and whatnot. On the browsing. And I see someone has joined the stream. Please feel free to chat. You don't have to if you don't want to. We still love our lurkers. I would love if my mom's car check could come in today. Love. We're so fucking stressed right now with this move. And we want to go somewhere we want to go, not have to go, and right now we're in a have to go position, so we don't really get a say in what house we're gonna get. We have to just fucking take what we're offered, and it drives me up the fucking wall. It's funny, I get this message from a prospective client. Now, this is not me trashing a client, for the record. But the gentleman asked me questions, and honestly, I don't mind answering questions about a product, like especially a refurb that we're selling. But if you ask me questions in the ad, I'm gonna have a hard time not being annoyed with you. Cool thing about one of the but yeah, no, like I've got this all-in-one for sale. And it's a desktop. It's an Asus all-in-one 27-inch desktop, so it basically looks like an iMac. If iMacs were fat. because I find that iMacs may be heavy, but they're not that fat. And like they're asking me these questions, and it's like, does it have a hard drive for work? Does it have a hard disk for work? Well, it's got Windows on it, so yes. It's got a hard drive. What are you asking me? What year is it? No, what do you want from me? Like, seriously. It's literally in the ad. I hate when it's in the ad and you ask anyway. No, not you, Siri. No one wants to talk to you. I'm sure you're nice and all, but I never engage that part of my phone. My fiance does, and my mom does. Sorry, my mom did, because she's passed away. My mother-in-law does, and I'm like, I am not talking to a computer to that extent. Not happening. This Asus that I'm putting up here too is also like new. It's an Asus 2300i. It's an all-in-one desktop computer with a touchscreen. So basically, you would run this without a keyboard or mouse if you really wanted to. You just have to use the on-screen one. It's also got outputs for extra computer components. Like if you want to put extra monitors, not components, monitors. I get on these tangents where I can say most of the sentence, and then at the end I say the wrong cranberry. That was an Iron Man reference if you didn't get it, but at the same time, I thought it was funny. And it's like they're gonna be like wanting my tech bench computer keyboard. And it's like, no. Like I literally got that at Value Village for like $4, and all I had to give it was a dongle. So you cannot have it. That is my Value Village special that looks brand new. Actually, that's one of my favorite things about going to Value Village, by the way. Value Village. Yes. Value Village. I love going there because like you find some really cool stuff. Ooh, some old school Biff Naked. I love it. This is a funny desktop though, because like I had to actually like we had to put a little like sticker pointing where the power button was, because it's not obvious. It doesn't tell you where it is. It's not on the front or the top, so or on the bottom. It's on the like right side. What it's also funny though these days is that when you have something posted on a site like Facebook or Kijiji or eBay, eBay is great because they don't really, like, if you don't want to do haggling, you can set it that it's not negotiable. But with Kijiji and Facebook, they will always offer, they'll message you saying, what's your lowest? And I find it really hard to respect someone who asks me in that fashion. Like, I immediately want to go, like, really cynical on them. Like, I think that's my thing, is I want to go, like, super cynical on them anytime they say, well, what's your lowest price? Non-negotiable. My lowest price is non-negotiable. You can pay what's on the ad, or you don't get what you want. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't be looking at it. And I wish I could follow my own advice, because fuck, I spend too much money. So, this next one is kind of a gem. I actually just built this one. So, we did a custom build. We don't do commissions at this point, it's just, but we did an AMD Ryzen based gaming computer build, and like, somebody, like, the dumbass offers I get on some of these, like, I've got a computer posted for $600 and yet the person's coming at me with like, oh, 300? No, fuck off. You can't even afford the graphics card at that rate. Like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So it's a custom-built AMD Ryzen. It's a Ryzen 5 3600, so it's actually pretty beefy. It's a hexa-core that's a hexa-core processor. There's 6 cores, and it's got 20 gigs of RAM. It's a weird number, but it's like I've got 16. I've got this brand new Ripjaw 16 gig, and then I got this 4 gig stick that'll match, and it's kind of like, I want to give these people as much speed as I can, and I think once they start hitting 20, like, that's when your computer becomes nasty fast, and you don't really have to fight it so hard. And then you drop a GDDR6 card in, like a 1630 overclock, or the RX 6600 from Ryzen, or AMD, pardon me. And this is a bundle too. This is in a brand new Fractal design case. We only went with a 500 watt power supply, and that does seem to be working it because it is a low profile card. With air cooling, we stuck with air cooling, but 3 chassis fans to go with it, and removable magnetic filters that you can take off so you can clean them really easily. I actually really love this case. It's such a it's a looker. Like it's a very sharp looking case. And it's a new build too. Like the processors, everything is all new, and it's running Windows 11 Home. Now, for those who aren't into Windows 11, that's fine. But I think where this thing really shines is its storage. So it's got a 128 gigabyte NVMe M2 solid state, which is like super duper tiny ones. I'll show you one of them. That's the drive, one of the drives that's in that thing. Well, it's the same kind, anyways. And it's we have 3 more of those just kind of sticking out in stock, but that's the main hard drive for the operating system. And then we have another one for extra data storage because it had additional slots. I figured why not. Then a 240 gigabyte Kingston SSD, which is, I mean, they're not fantastic, but I think these two would be great for games. And then a 1 terabyte mechanical for data storage. So, I mean, they'll never run out of space, or at least you'd really have to be working at it. I love these guys. I love. Turn that down a little. This one's my favorite bundle so far because it's not a gaming console per se, but this is it's going to be the whole shebang. So they get a Cooler Master keyboard that's RGB with addressable lighting. You get a Scoria multi-DPI mouse, and its has lighting controls and stuff like that. So all you have to do though is Scoria. You have to find the software, and I'll probably end up dropping it on there as a thing. And then we're gonna throw in an Asus gaming monitor and a Razer Kyra headset with a Xbox connector dongle because it's the non-Bluetooth version. Figured, you know, if we want to send this guy out, we're going to send this out into the wild completely ready to use. That one's ready. So we're on to the last one, which is another custom gaming PC. This one's an Intel Core i7 6800K. So that's not bad. It's a little older for sure, but I would say that a hexa-core CPU with 16 gigs of RAM and kind of a similar storage setup, so it's got a 250 gig NVMe instead, and then a 1 terabyte mechanical drive, and then the graphics is again a 1630 overclock, which I may actually do that. And then it also obviously runs, this one's Windows 10 Home, and it's got some RGB on it. Very pretty Fantex case. I've only recently discovered them as a case builder, and I really like their stuff. Fractal's good. Bit Phoenix, I like them too. This will be another gaming PC bundle, so it's going to include a monitor, a mouse, and a keyboard. Now, this one's going to be a little bit more plain because we are actually throwing those things in for free at no extra charge, whereas on the previous one they were bought specifically for the bundle. So this is another custom. Now, we do these customs ahead of time. I don't like doing them this way. I much prefer to do them on commission so we know somebody is buying parts. Because we have also rules in place where if you're going to put a commission in place, you actually have to follow through. You do have to buy, you have to trust the process of building a system that's going to meet your needs. And wants in some cases. Some people are building them for gaming, and that's part of that whole start to finish streamer support that we're going to be offering. Custom Intel Gaming is a bundle. It's used, but it's like new because we've repasted the CPU. It's another liquid. That one's a liquid cooler. The power supply is 800 watts. So honestly, you have a lot that you can do with that. You could really push that system. That one actually has a DVD drive. We may swap that out for a Blu-ray drive at some point. We do have a spare one kicking around, but I kind of want to use it for myself. I might put it in a drive enclosure and just rig it up to my computer. I don't know. I like Blu-ray. I like discs. As you can see behind me, I'm still very much for physical media. I'm not going to simp to the server. That actually drives me kind of nuts. This also helps me purge some of the excess stuff that I have from just collecting things from people that upgrade, because what a lot of our clients do is when they do an upgrade, 9 times out of 10 they have us refurb their tech, wipe it, and then we can do whatever we want with it. So we can usually resell, make some of our money back on that. And I mean, nobody goes in knowing like or thinking that they're getting ripped off. Like, we're very transparent on how we operate in that regard. Alright, we're on the last ad, which is the weirdest ad out of all of them. It is these non-slip kitchen shoes I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. They are some size 10.5 non-slip kitchen shoes that I have never worn. Never in my life. Never would I ever. I will never work in a kitchen again, not as far as a job goes. If I am maybe going there to volunteer, have some fun, maybe work in a soup kitchen or something to provide some food for the homeless, I don't know. I could do something like that, but I personally would never work in a commercial kitchen. Again, I was trained for commercial kitchen work in high school and onward, and I went to go work in it and found out how exactly toxic that environment is, and I would never subject myself to that shit again. I just find that corporate has its own brand of toxic bullshit. I do also want to get into the world of e-commerce to an extent, as far as like getting my retro tech shop kind of going. We want to be able to. I got to do like a month end and actually check what the cost of everything is versus how much what do I need to make to start being profitable. I mean, being in IT and having as much equipment available to me as I already do, I think that my overhead is fairly minimal. So like, I've got to get my email platform paid for, which is right now it's Google. I'm going to be switching over to Microsoft 365 so that I can have a tenant, because it means that most of my other clients, I can actually integrate them into a tenant I can manage, where I can assign them to one and I can manage all. When all are one. I don't want to say used good. These are brand new shoes that have never been worn. They're Dr. Scholl's as well. FYI, if you're looking for new shoes, I can hook you up. They're not stolen, I promise. I'm not kidding. I literally did buy them. I'm pretty sure the receipt's in the bag. Ah, Imagine Dragons. I love these guys. Okay, I'm yawning and I don't like that. I don't want to sleep. These guys can stay at $30 because I really hope that we can give a good start to somebody who maybe is just starting their first job or kitchen job or whatever. It would be super cool to see them kind of get off to a good start, and I want to help anybody. If I can help somebody do that, I want to.
The Roman kings, the Romulus, the precipice, born to change, final days, the last embrace, Augustus,
so I had to say that part like half-assed. Okay, so now we're ready to post. So like I was saying earlier, what I like to do for my posting, when I actually do get to this point, is I want to make sure that things post in the right order, so that when I go to edit them, they're all in one place that's organized. So like, I want all my games up first. More games. I gotta do it slow enough so that I don't screw up the order of things. So if I, like, for example, go really fast, the first tablet post may post faster than the next one, or it will post faster than a game post, putting in the game section of the roster, and I hate that. Kind of dipping into some, like, one of the next things we're going to do today is we're going to be testing a copy of Batman and Robin for Sega Genesis, Adventures of Batman and Robin, and then we're going to put that on a Sega that we're planning to sell as a bundle. And then we have more than one Sega, but I want to use this set of wires and controller to fully test each system, so that way I know they're good. We will start diving into proper refurbs after, like next as we move into our new place and everything. And then we're going to start doing videos on each refurb so we can show you, like, hey, this is what we do and how we do. We've been following Retro Review Tech USA. Go check them out. Rich and the boys, they're great. I love watching their content, and he's got his like hilarious like roosters on the desk and stuff. I would be humbled to have him review our stuff once we start doing the refurbs. We're going to be looking at, we have a couple like classic Xboxes. We have a Crystal Xbox we want to do a refurbish on, because like it's a good looking Xbox, but it just is a little bit strange. It won't power. Like, it's plugged in, not powered. No why, no idea why. But we got like 25 different items, and we got a really decent amount of stock set up. That's not the number that's going on this. We also have to look at like the overhead of a phone line for this. Ooh. Snack, crack a pop, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. The Kellogg's Rice Krispies right back, and that wasn't actually that pleasant at first. Huawei did not want to post. is this Acer desktop. This guy's just a desktop all by its lonesome. We're pulling down probably the more complicated components of our network today. So we have a server, firewall, switch, like we got our security system, so we'll probably be scaling down a little bit so that we can, you know, just put things into a more manageable spot and then start packing down to the very minimals. So like even this setup, probably after tomorrow there won't be any content coming from us, or if it is, it'll be from our consoles that are still hooked up, because like my PS5 probably won't the last thing to take down. I do want to get into some of the games that I started on there. Like I want to finish Forspoken. People are ripping on that, but I actually found what I played of it quite fun. You know, you blast some people. It plays a lot like, you feel like Infamous. It feels like Infamous. But unfortunately, it has that aged feeling of Infamous. So like Infamous 2 back on the PS3 is what it feels like. Now, we're at the point where I don't know if I can post more in the categories that we're going for. I think I'm at my limit for some of the freebies. So, we have a sheet that we're managing to kind of keep a track of, like, what's on where. There's so many socials that I'm not part of yet that I really probably should get. Like, I should put a Twitter down. I should get my Instagram set up. Maybe even Pinterest. I want to get a little bit more out there socially, so that way you guys can access our stuff from multiple platforms. I'm like changing the words. Everything's wrong with me. I'm actually updating a list I keep here too. We are playing. We're updating a list that we have for what games we've finished this year so far. So, just kind of give you guys an update. We're gonna do an official video, maybe with some content from previous. Like we'll give you video links to the playlists for each game if we did play it on stream. But you know, we finished Game & Ex Machina, we finished Watch Dogs Legion, GoldenEye, Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, Rise to Honor, Power Rangers Super Legends, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, The Last of Us Part 1 Remake, Resident Evil Remake 4, Power Rangers, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and we got a bunch of other games on the go. We're working on Forspoken, Need for Speed, Unbound, Hogwarts, Legacy, yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Crisis Core Reunion, Pokemon Arceus, Violet, Scarlet, Lego Star Wars, Forspoken, Need for Speed Unbound, and Hogwarts Legacy. Those are all on the go. We got Dead Island 2 as well. What else have we been playing with you guys? I think Scarlet, we're about halfway through Scarlet, at least for the main gem challenge. I don't really care about the star badges. I'll do any of them that are like in my way, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do them. And also with COD, we're playing through grinding all the weapons, so we're getting them all up to max level. Which is going to be stressful when I hit the launchers. Fucking hate them. Launchers are irritating. Fucking hate launchers. We're also working on Final Fantasy Zodiac Age, so Final Fantasy 12. That's on Nintendo Switch. That's private playthrough, so that's not on stream. But I actually have found that I really like that game. Plays like a offline, scaled down World of Warcraft in a lot of ways. Like how your skills are, like how you set your character to do their skills and stuff. Some of them will do instantly, some of them they need a moment, but ultimately it plays very much like how World of Warcraft plays. So I actually am really enjoying that. We're also working on 13. Again, a private playthrough. And we're working on 7, obviously, for our retro stream. We actually did, we did GoldenEye in one shot, too. We did a one shot of GoldenEye. So we played for about 2.5 hours, and we finished all the main missions. We didn't do anything to get the secret missions at the end, which is not really secret because they are on the film reels. You can see them right outside of that. Well, it was really good hanging out with you guys. We are going to be dropping offline to go do some of the stuff I can't do in front of the camera, so we're going to be testing the Sega and putting the bundle and ad together for that guy, because, I mean, if it's good to go, it's good to go. It needs to go live. Hopefully we can get more than one bundle out of that, too. Because if one bundle tests good, it means that we can put together a whole other one. We're also doing a Nintendo DS one for a Cobalt Blue. It's going to get a case, and it's going to come with Yoshi's Story, or sorry, pardon me, Yoshi DS, Yoshi's Island. Yeah, we're moving, we're getting our product moved. We're going to set some... MDG, I do not want you. Go away. You just want me to reach out so you can try and dig me for an account from 10 years ago. Also, I gotta say, the new notepad for Windows 11 is actually really cool. I actually really like it. On our in progress list, by the way, we'll put Vampire Survivors, because we have been playing and working on that one. Not that I even think you can technically finish it. I think to finish it, you'd have to do the 30 minutes for each level. And obviously collect all your relics. So I think I would consider that beaten at that point. One thing we're also working on for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, so like while the main story is finished, we've beaten the league, so technically we have completed the game. We're going to be moving into catching the Pokedex, so you may see us like come online to do some patching and stuff. We're going to be working on getting Mewtwo and a bunch of other stuff. Like we're in the Cerulean Cave, so we can catch Mewtwo, and he's being a prick. Because obviously you have to fight him first before you can actually catch him. And my Pokemon are a little under leveled. I mean, we just beat the league, so we're only at like level 60-ish. So he's a 70. You know, he's a 4, but happy to kind of put him, add those Pokemon to Pokemon Home, because I've been, I don't know, it's frustrating to have these Pokemon in different games, but it's also kind of cool to officially recollect them. So like I got Moltres, and now it's my Moltres, it's not from somebody else's game, which I think the Moltres in my Pokemon Pearl is actually from a different game entirely. Shit. What was I doing? Legend of Zelda. Worlds. So I'm playing Link Between Worlds in on 3DS. That one's actually really good. Metroid Samus Returns, which is a remake for 3DS. Pokemon Sun. I'm just basically kind of writing down the games that I have on the go, because it's like, I'm playing Pokemon White, not Black. It's White. I'm playing Pokemon White. My pre-order was for White. Back in the day, it was a Wednesday. It's actually a Tuesday. It was, game release. But yeah, now working on Pokemon Sun, Soul Silver, White, and Alpha Sapphire. No, I'm spelling it right the first time. So we can talk about this a little bit more later, because I probably have more to add to it. Oh, we're also working on Kingdom Battle, Mario versus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That's a fun one. We're working on Minecraft, at least finishing the main campaign. I can't recall the exact others that we're working on, but yeah, like we've got Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, Metroid 2, Samus Returns, Pokemon Sun, Soul Silver, White, and Alpha Sapphire, Vampire Survivors, Final Fantasy 12, 13, and 7, Crisis Core Reunion as well, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Arceus Violet Scarlet, Lego Skywalker, Lego Star Wars Skywalker, whatever, Lego Star Wars. I'm actually almost done that one. I've started Last Jedi, and I'll be moving into kind of like the last bit of the game. Honestly, I think I'll probably even sit down and play the rest of that tonight. Forspoken, Need for Speed Unbound, Hogwarts Legacy, Dead Island 2, Mario vs. Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and Minecraft. It's really the journey, remember. Sorry, I don't dislike Miley Cyrus. I think it's just when they put the pug right after that, I always lose my shit. But just reorder this list a little bit. We're also going to probably finish our campaign for Bulletstorm. I may have to even restart it. I'm hoping not. And then another Final Fantasy one is Crystal Chronicles remaster. I mean, this is a good song. I like this one, and I like this band. I mean, their stuff's a little darker. I actually really like this, and I think this song is super cute. Mario game was I gonna write down? Paper Mario Origami King. And I have Stardew Valley, but it's not really a game you can finish in the traditional sense. We're doing Sifu as well, which I mean I may just play through the what's left of it. I'm like about halfway through, and I like the game, and honestly it is a game that once you get good at, you get really good at. It's like really entertaining to watch. Like the first hallway fight is my favorite part. It's like the very first level. It's only about maybe 5 minutes into the level, and you can do this hallway fight. And you get really into it, and I really enjoyed it. Far Cry 6 is on our list, so is Cyberpunk. I've got so many fucking games on the go. Honestly, I think Arceus and Arceus isn't going to take much time. I probably will be done that one really soon. Really, I'm actually pretty far into it. My team in that game is an absolute monster. You know, YouTube, I think that it's kind of dumb that you're blocking my content over that song. I think that's, like, you can't even hear me at this point probably, but that's fucking stupid. I am not making money off of this. I'm not monetized, so fuck right off. Like, you guys should really fuck off. You guys are so Nazi-ish about how you handle people's content. So, I mean, I'm hoping the people on Twitch are enjoying this, because, I mean, I'm gonna delete that video right after. Sharans, how are you? Can you hear me? You're on Twitch, you should be able to hear me just fine. Sorry, I just got a notice from YouTube about my music and stuff. Because they're like, your audio belongs to someone else. No shit. I'm not saying it's mine. This is Ludo. They are good. I like this song. This guitar solo is pretty damn good. Moment of silence. See? That's a damn good solo, right? So yeah, we were kind of just talking about, so I'm on part of this group in my local, where I live, and it's basically it's a video game collectors group, but we have a little thing that we do every year called Beat It, and whatever year it is. So I was talking about like where we are in our various games. I have a much bigger in progress list than I do a main story completed list, and I actually really hate that. So we've got, I'll go through the list since you just got here. We got Daemon X Machina for our finish. So these are games I've finished this year. Daemon X Machina, Watch Dogs Legion, GoldenEye, which, funny how that's on there, but I've actually never finished that game before, like, start to finish, till now. Watch Dogs Legion, sorry, I already said that. Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, so I played them both this year, because I knew the new one was coming out and was really excited for it. Never thought I'd cry at the end of a Star Wars game, but anyways. Power Rangers Super Legends, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Last of Us Part 1 Remake, Remake 4, so Resident Evil Remake 4, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Now for the in-progress list. Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, Metroid 2 Samus Returns, Pokemon Sun, Soul Silver, White, Let's Go Eevee, Alpha Sapphire, Arceus, Violet, Scarlet, Vampire Survivors, Final Fantasy 12, 13, 7, and 7 Crisis Core, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Forspoken, Need for Speed Unbound, Hogwarts Legacy, Dead Island 2, Mario vs. Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Paper Mario Origami King, Minecraft, Bulletstorm, Sifu, Far Cry 6, and Cyberpunk 2077. Our to be completed list is gigantic, but some of these games are actually, like, I'm really far into them, so actually finishing them won't actually take that long. So, planning to, I think the next one I'm going to finish is probably going to be Skywalker Saga. But you got any Lego fans hanging out in here? Checking us out? Out and about, checking us out, whatever. Far Cry 5. I finished that one last year, right before 6 came out. And I was pretty pissed off with the ending, and I played a little bit of New Dawn. I actually should put Far Cry New Dawn on my list, because I am working on it for computer. My fiance played most of that game. I haven't finished it, but 5 was good though. I liked the more North American aesthetic of it. And it's just kind of like, these are the weirdos that we are taught to be afraid of, kind of. You know, all the preppers and everything. It's like, you know, they kind of saw something coming in that game, and obviously they were right. So, I don't know. Resident Evil 8 actually should be on my list for this. No, that's for last year. I did finish Resident Evil 7. I did finish Resident Evil 7 this year, I think. I'd have to look back at my stream for it, because I streamed it. I have finished 8. Biohazard 1, I started it, but I haven't finished it. I do like it. I do like the original Resident Evil. I have the Chronicles for... It's not like actually like Chronicles, like Resident Evil Chronicles, but it's like the double pack that has 0 and Resident Evil 1 in it for the Switch. It gives you. I mean, I kind of hated it because it gives you a digital download for the first one, and I was like, I would have really liked the hard copy. Obviously, I'm still much for physical media. I don't really want to do the whole digital thing. I think Resident Evil 7, though, that was last year. I finished that around the same time that I finished Resident Evil 8. Like, I finished 8 first, and then I finished 7. And I liked both. I found that 7 was definitely scarier. Like, it definitely tugged on your your heartstrings a little, but also you were like, this is terrifying. And then you get number 8, which, I mean, kind of felt like a cop-out that he was dead the whole time, and I think that was kind of stupid. But, and also, like, what is with Chris looking the way that he does these days? Like some big fucking buff-ass mountain man. It's like, he's buff, but he's not a mountain man. I prefer the original Chris, or at least the one from 5. Because that one still felt like him, and then after, like, 7 onward, it's like, this doesn't feel like Chris Redfield. Anyways, I'm rambling, but I like Resident Evil. I finished 2 and 3 remake and 4 remake. I finished 7 and 8. I'm still working on 1 and 5 and 6. If you want to throw a gaming suggestion down, we're going to be moving, so we might be offline a little bit after today, probably go till about Friday. We'll do our normal schedule for this week, and then it's going to be like moving crunch time, right? So we'll want some suggestions though, because we'll probably still do recording, and then if I can, I'll post them from like from a more public internet forum. Yeah, that's on my list. I'm playing it off stream, but it's on my list for the in progress. I restarted my file. I'm doing a corpo, and I actually guess I like the whole betrayal component, that your character's a corporate you know, I kind of relate to it, I guess, because I was working for a corporate type environment, and after all the time and effort I put into working with them, I eventually got tossed for what I perceive as no reason. As far as I'm concerned, I do perceive it as no reason. After that, like, you know, your character getting kind of thrown to the wolves and then coming back for revenge. Honestly, it's a story I could totally get behind. Not to say I would do that to anybody. Like, I think that's a little bit terrible. And we're working on like so many different games. I think that, like I said, my game list is way too big. But I mean, I'm spending a lot more time on the offline games when I'm not on here. Just enjoying the things that I got into gaming in the first place. Like Final Fantasy was always my jam. As soon as I played 7, I was hooked. And then I've got Pixel Remaster. I've got Mega Man Battle Network, which I own it. I haven't even started it yet. Oh, Millie Bobby Brown is coming to Fan Expo. That's like for Comic Expo and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to take some suggestions, because we'll do some play-alongs too. So like, if you play Modern Warfare 2 at all, like we're always up for joining people on stream or even off stream. You know, if you want to come hang out and just play some matches with us. By that I mean die repeatedly, because I wouldn't say I'm trash, but I'm definitely I'm only a step above hot garbage. I'm like fresh garbage that's just been thrown out. I love this song. It's like kind of like low key and tells a story. Oh heck yeah! You know, throw us a subscribe, and we'll we're on YouTube as well. There's a we're on YouTube as well. So if you do your likes and subscribes, we'll definitely catch up in the future. Love to play with some people, trying to get some stuff together. We do trades when I actually remember to renew my my Nintendo Switch Online. So, you know, throw us a subscribe or a follow or whatever. I think it's a subscribe for YouTube. It's a follow for Twitch. So do both of those things, and be excited to kind of hang out with you guys. Thanks, YouTube, for being a douche. Seriously. All right, so we got things to do, so we're gonna go do those things. But I would love to catch up with you guys again later. Probably will come on when we're actually able to sit down for the rest of the afternoon. We've got some game testing to go do and some packing to finish up, and you got to get the shop ready to move it, because I mean that's an entire IT shop and I don't really want to move it, but I have to. So thank you for checking out the stream space. I'm Pydera. You can find me over on YouTube, Pydera Space 74, where they are blocking this stream or something. They said they were blocking it. I don't really care. Or YouTube. So that's Pydera Space 74. Over on Twitch, Pydera_74. Throw the likes, follow, subscribes in all the right places, so that we know who's watching, or at least we know that people are watching, and we'll keep making some awesome content. If you want to assist us with making some awesome content, but also want something out of it, you can go ahead and if you order a Tabo Dubby at what's the website? Let's give you guys the website. It's a website in the link. You can go to dubby.gg, and if you use creator code Pydera74, you will get some awesome energy drink, but I will get some commissions. I get a couple bucks out of it. You get a drink. Everybody wins. If you're feeling like extra generous, we got a tip link in the description of the video. Please, we would love to up our game for our content, and we'll actually be doing a lot of unboxing content over the next little bit because we have like a lot of Pokemon cards to open. We have like 3 trainer boxes and like Digimon cards in their adventure box thingies. So like we got so much stuff to do. So I'm gonna go be productive, more productive than I'm currently being, and I will see you guys next time. So thank you for checking out the stream space, and you know, hope this was a fun chat for some of you guys. Take care. Have a good afternoon. Tip your waitress. Bye bye. Don't tip them don't tip them in a way they don't consent to, because you know that's creepy and weird. I'm gonna shut up now. Goodbye.